emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all three facets.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see what the Tigers respond with.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield. It's Flowers. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least. Some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You get a
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Makes the catch. It's Harmon. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications.
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Flowers. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Zings it complete to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Using his feet. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On the run, it's Henderson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Henderson. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Trying to beat him to the left. Past the 30. Turning it on. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the ball with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw. It's Flowers. Strong pass rush. Quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they... him again.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26. Line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown time.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harmon. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Thanks to grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Got his man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season. He's really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just...
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand. The running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back
converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Shakes off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Hard running there. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Flowers. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Now they have extended this lead, guys. starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got it.
Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Caught behind the line. It's Russ. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Russ. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. Plows through the defense. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Extending the play. It's complete on the right side.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. The tide is rolling as Alabama's starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
It'll be a draw. Spins away from the defense. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. A 3rd down try for the offense. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Callaway. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Takes the easy one to the back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. The corners are walked up tight, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Pushes ahead. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Runs through a tackle. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. Everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Harmon. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
To the air, it's Flowers. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown Tide! And the stomping has commenced. And that might be a dagger. They've pushed the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
So here comes the Auburn offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
Running to Green. Fights off a defender. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Makes the grab. It's Callaway. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Callaway. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's on target and complete. Spins away from the defender. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air, it's Flowers. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.